Well, hey Taurus, how about a reading from your metal dog? It looks like you're in a heroic mode because the Dark Tarot wants to talk to you, Taurus, and we are in your... There's a phone call coming in, sorry. We are in your season, so happy birthday to you. I'm going to decline this. Dark Tarot wants to talk to you. Okay, so this is a message from your future self. We're going to see where you are, what you're embarking on, and then your future self, where you're headed, who you're going to be in some future, and what they want you to embrace, to release and embrace. We'll start with the release, and then we'll move into the embrace. Okay, so I have shuffled, I have cut, and let's see where you are today. Wow. So this is you today. The Knave of Swords. You've learned a lot. You've got a lot of ideas. You have a fast mind. This one has, she's got like a little monster on her shoulder. Yeah, this can be like lots of ideas, and things are happening in Gemini with Mercury. So we're going to be having a feeling of a lot of thoughts and ideas. That's the kind of feel that I get from this Knave of Swords. And so you might feel chatty. That's a feeling in the Knave of Swords. Lots of ideas, fast, busy mind. And then there's the little idea beast on your shoulder going, how about this? Let's do this. Okay, it's a fun place to be. It can be a little annoying for other people, but let's find out more. Okay, your future self is such a different space. It's the Ten of Pentacles. There's like this really, it's a very heteronormative image here. Usually, like, as a queer reader, like, I don't want this. But this is a good future. It's like stability, security. This king here, this dude with the shining sword, like, he's protecting all this money, all this wealth, all this security. There's a little feeling to me, though, that you're here in the background. Maybe that's my tendency as a queer, feminist, anti-racist reader who just really isn't into like dominant white dudes right now. I don't know, but that's future self, so I don't have to like it. It's actually a very positive future for an earth sign like you, Taurus. You know, this is, you know, all the earth, the complete security, the whole package in your future. So, how do we move from a Knave of Swords to this Ten of Pentacles? Let's see, what's this journey about? The journey here is about the Queen of Wands. It's a journey of passion, of knowing your desires. We have this Amazonian archer here in a really fantastic robe of net. Yeah. So does she have a black kitty cat? Usually the Queen of Wands has a black cat. I don't see the cat. I see like some ghouls in the background there. Perhaps those are standing in for the cat. They're toast though. They look like they're sneaking up on her like those zombies. She's just gonna turn around and put a couple arrows into them. So you are embarking on what is obviously, you know, here you are right now. Nice butt, by the way. Let's just call it what it is. These cards are very, I don't know. Sometimes the feminist in me is like, Heather, why are you using these cards? But they're awesome images of powerful women. Like, look at this journey that you're on, my sister, brother, other. I say that because other is, third, non-binary, alternatives, and that's a beautiful place that I embrace. So no offense if you, no offense meant there if you identify in that third place. Okay, so that's the journey. Queen of Wands. A little bit of, it can be dramatic feeling, very passionate, fiery, fast. She's got these arrows. She's an archer. So you can see her, yeah, we can see her communicating with these arrows. That's what I see. I love her. I like her. I like you, and I like your journey. So let's see, what does this Ten of Pentacles future self want to tell your present Knave of Swords about? Give me a little advice as you embark on this Queen of Wands journey. What to release? Release the Sun. Well, that's nothing I ever want to release. The Sun equals absolute happiness and authenticity. I think it's going to tell us maybe we need to release, you need to release your idea of what that is. But let's see. It's a very passionate journey. You are going after the Sun. You know what it is. You know what you think it is. Let's see. What does the Ten of Pentacles future you want you to embrace? Okay, Temperance. I just want you to slow down a little bit. There needs to be... So Temperance is mixing water and wine, patience, wait for the right balance to come together. It's an alchemical process. It's really hard to do when you're here, right? When you're starting out on this Amazonian journey, you have a lot to say. So we definitely need some clarification, because personally, I want this reverse. Like, I want you to focus on Sun, which is total wish fulfillment. It's like you nakedly yourself, in your element. I feel like that is going to be revised here. And the Ten of Pentacles future you wants to revise that. I'm a little suspicious of future you, honestly, Taurus, because of this imagery, It looks oppressive and institutional and structural to me, but, you can leave my prejudices aside if that's your goal. To get there, that's what you do. You need to slow down and use and practice some temperance. That's usually not that hard for an earth sign like you, Taurus. But let's see. Underlying this, we have just one card, another queen, the Queen of Swords. She has a great deal of clarity. She's not driven by passion the way your Queen of Wands journey is driven by passion. She is a mature version of you right now. You're in this Knave of Swords, which is like a page, the youngest, sort of formative state. The Queen of Swords has clarity, and she knows who's in, she knows who's out, and she's cut out the people that don't belong. And so this is kind of like an overarching message here. Wow, I want to know more, don't you? This is so let's see. Let's see if we clarify. Ooh, I felt like I wanted like an animal-y deck for you, Taurus. And yeah, it was the one I thought I wanted. We're going to go with the Guardian of the Night. Earthy deck. Here my puppy is making cute sounds back there. He's dreaming. Okay. What about where you are now in this Knave of Swords state? And where you're headed? Okay. We'll get there. I'm going to do this in order. So, you are today in the Knave of Swords. There's a King of Swords. There's a lot of swords. There's a lot of clarity, intellect in play here. You're a bit up in your head, but it's not in a bad way. You have a great deal of wisdom available to you, and you just kind of settle. I feel like that's why temperance is being advised, because when you're in the Knave of Swords, it's just a lot to talk about. King of Swords is a maturation. So is the Queen, which you also we see is our underlying reason for this reading. The King of Swords doesn't talk. He's quiet. Maybe that was where you were. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Queen of Swords too. Okay. When the cards get repetitive and like insistent, I, your tarot reader, feel like I'm missing something. So let's see. 7 of Cups. So we have a whole family of air here. All that's missing is the Knight of Swords. We've got the chatterbox with all the ideas. We've got the quiet philosopher king. He's got the deep, dark eyes. I just think he's seen a lot. And he's sitting on his sword in that field of poppies, which I think in this deck represent the heart, the love, etc. But then we also have the Queen who takes action on her wisdom. She removes people. This is very intellectual, action-driven. There's a lot of air here in play. So looking at everything that's in Aquarius, looking at what's happening in Gemini would be useful for you. If you this affirms that. Like, look at your chart. Look at all the air, where air is placed in your chart. The bunny rabbit is looking here at all of these stars and seeing cups, seeing love everywhere. This is actually the opposite of clarity of the other cards here. This is about projecting, seeing what you want out there in the stars, seeing lots of choices, but it's a place of confusion, which is such a contradiction of all these swords, King, Queen of Swords, all these ideas. You're missing something here. That's what this bunny rabbit looking at the stars, missing something. Look at this. What jumps out at you? There's a new moon in Taurus coming on the 11th. I see this heart. Because there's so much air, I feel like there's something about coming into your heart. Although, is that just my own prejudice? Because, no, cups are emotional, getting into your feelings. When you're up in your head, you know, but when you get down into your heart, you're confused. That might be why you like to stay up in your head a little bit. Okay, well, let's see. We'll learn more. Bear with me, trust the cards. It always becomes clear. Let's find out. What is this journey it says it's a Queen of Wands, heroic Amazonian journey. Very dramatic. It's like, it looks exciting. It's full of passion. You know, the wands are, you know, they're great lovers. You know, great physical area. They're all of those physical signs like Aries, Sag, Leo, fire, fire, fire. Okay. Whoa, there's some more heart. There is a 3 of Swords here. Some kind of betrayal, heartbreak. Okay. I begin to see why, when I looked at this, that heart stood out. This is why you're up in your head. You've been hurt. Okay. Let's find out more. 10 of Pentacles. That's your future self. This the same as this. It's a much cuter version. I like this Ten of Pentacles. Like, that's a good future. Maybe that's to help me be less prejudiced against that. Something, okay, one more card. Devil. The Devil. Woo. I'm glad you are this badass Queen of Wands on this journey, because this does not look easy. There is a heartbreak. There is a betrayal. There are 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this card, this future self, is you. You're in the background here behind this person. It feels like the devil. He's not the devil, but the devil is your insecurity, Taurus, your addiction issues, your codependence, your idea, the lie inside of your head that says you can't do whatever you want to do. It has to do very practically with security and the pentacles, the 3D world. Like, there's something that has happened, a betrayal. It's bringing up your devil, and it's complicated by all of your security issues. That's why you're confused. You're confused because of money, when in fact there's tons of clarity. You have the whole family of swords that knows. They know. You know. Taurus. You know. You know that you've been betrayed. Did you get betrayed at work? That could be. Could be a work situation where you're stuck. You're wrestling with your devil. This is your journey. The future says you still get your 10 of Pentacles. In the future, you have it. You have everything. So let's see what the releasing of this idea of what the sun is makes more sense. But this is you embarking on this journey. I think this just wants you to know, like, you can handle this. You can handle this, and you know. Trust what you know. Trust what you know. You have clarity. Don't let this devil get in your head. Look at your heart. There's the heart again. The heart is right there in the middle of a pile of snakes. And here you are looking up at the starry night, and there's your heart amongst all of the other things that you could focus on. Cards say heart. Look at your heart. Queen of Wands, she comes from that red blood, red hot-bloodedness. Okay. Let's see. Preach, Heather. Let's see here. We're going to be releasing the sun. That's how you get to this 10 of Pentacles future, right? You're worried about your 10 of Pentacles. It's keeping you in a trap here where you're betrayed, but you don't have enough sense of self-worth to leave. Okay, let's look at the sun. 8 of Cups. This is where you are, is emotionally unfulfilling. This is the card of hey, I gotta go get that 9th cup. 9 cups is fulfillment. 8 of Cups is lack of fulfillment. It's time to go. You can literally go on a trip from here and go on a spiritual quest from here. Remember, you're releasing the sun. So let's be careful about what you think the 9th cup is. The tiger here is looking directly at the 10 of Pentacles. I think you might consider that your idea of happiness being rich, lots of material stuff, you might want to look at that idea. But let's see what else the cards say. There is a magician. This is a manifesting ability here. Ah, yes, and the Magician is looking forward towards, maybe I could rethink about the world that I want to manifest. I have all the tools, right? The Magician is extremely capable, has cups, the heart, wands, the passion, the sword, the truth. You've got lots of truth here, and the pentacle as well. So you can, with those tools, they're everything. You can build whatever world you want to envision. You can believe, you can give yourself. The devil's gonna get in your way. The devil came from somebody betrayed you, and that person doesn't deserve you, or that institution, or that. Yeah, I feel there's some kind of feeling of this very 3D workplace or marriage, even like a. So it's your security place, whatever that is. It's just, you deserve better. Don't give up your happiness for security. And you are the Wolverine. You're the Knight of Wands. Moving. Okay, Knight of Wands. Passionate. Get the Queen of Wands and her knight. You're the Wolverine. Wolverine is badass, standing in the fire. Getting that fire doesn't hurt. The Wolverine. Very passionate. Can be quite the player. That's okay. I'll just say, like, there's a betrayal here. Did this Knight of Wands, this fiery guy, did you get hurt by a player? Somebody who paints a big picture, just hustles you, and then drops you. And of course, it doesn't have to be in the sexual realm or the romantic realm. It can be, I mean, the Wands, Knight of Wands, he's about sex, not love. It can be somebody's like, you're gonna love this job, and then it's not fulfilling. So I see that you want to rethink what absolute happiness is, the Sun. You're not, you think you are in it, you're trapped in it in a way. You're looking at it like, okay, I wanted all this security. I thought that was the ultimate goal. But I don't really like the people I'm with, and I'm not satisfied. I'm emotionally unfulfilled. I don't always have a negative read on the Knight of Wands today. He's coming up for me as that narcissist hustler. I don't know. Take or leave that. Okay. Ooh. So this is your advice to practice temperance. It's like slow down and really look at the mix you're in here. With temperance, you do have divine support. It's very often an angel that's mixing the water and the wine. So we got truth, swords. We've got you with this Queen of Wands. You know, I'm going after this. You got betrayed. You're going to confront your devil. You're building your Ten of Pentacles, perhaps. All right. You need some help here. You need some 2 cups on the bottom there. Okay. All right. Strength. Strength is so similar to temperance. This is about, it's different, but these are both cards of like slow down on your animal nature, on your quick movement, because there's wands and swords, they're fast movement. Strength says go to your heart, right? There's the heart again. There's again and again. It's this deck, but it's also the cards that are coming up for you, Taurus. Go to your heart. The the heart nurtures the predator, the beast inside, the one that wants revenge for this jerk or this institution or whatever that like promised you something and then just kind of keeps you down with like constantly bringing up your insecurities, your lack. You can't do better than this might be a message. It's not necessarily that, somebody cheated on you or obviously betrayed you, but it's clear that there's a place that feels secure, but it's also constantly a heartache. And it's keeping you here with this devil. You're not recognizing the Queen of Wands that you are. So how do you beat that? Strength trumps the devil every time. Strength, you rise to your highest self and you come from your heart and you give that to yourself first. And you have divine help here in Temperance. That's what I want. That's what the strength is more like. So it's like a woman who is loving a lion into sweetness. And that is, you need to take this anger and this passion and just bring some heart to it. And you might not want to feel your heart because it got hurt. I recognize that. Like when my heart's been injured, I just want to put on the armor. I want to cut out all feeling for others in my life and just go to work, go into the idea realm that you're in here as the this sort of young, curious, chatty. You got all of these swords here. Okay, what else? King of Wands. This is in your embrace. Very much like the Strength card is a Leo. They're both Leo cards. And I can't help but notice that you are the Queen of Wands. There's an embrace, this Leo, this King of Wands here. Taurus. Do you have Leo in your chart? Do you have a Leo in your life? Fortune is the Wheel of Fortune. Yay. You've been through some hard stuff, my friend, and fortune is turning in your favor. You just need to hang out a little while it turns. So you need to control your animal urges. Your alpha energy needs to get tempered. And you just need to trust the universe is going to turn in the right direction. And your future self knows this. Let's find out more about this future self. These cards are big on this table, like way over here. Okay. Let's bring it in front of me here. No, I don't like that. Sorry, I messed up my table. I can think in 3D, but apparently when I read the cards here, they need to be in linear order. Okay. The future self. Let's find out more about you in the future. 7 of Wands. Resistance. Have integrity in the future. There is something about that in the future. 6 of Wands, victory. Oh, I love this 6 of Wands. Look at you. You've distinguished yourself from the other lemurs, and they recognize you in the future. And 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, my friend. Yes. Remember, this is you. What you're in your release. I'm unfulfilled. The next card is that peacock. 9 of Cups, fulfillment. Got the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. Victory in the future. This shows that you have in the future developed the capacity for integrity. I'm going to say you learn how to set some boundaries on this Knight of Wands. Whoever this is, there's somebody here who's confusing you. This is an influence around you. For example, if you work at a place where they exploit you and then they treat you like you should be lucky to work here, even though they exploit you. That's what I feel like. There's an exploitive energy here. It feels like you're an intellectual person and you understand this up here. And the cards want you to understand it here. Like sometimes we can know something here, and until we know it in our heart, it's hard to genuinely believe in our value, and to aspire towards, what this is the Queen of Wands. This is your aspiration. This is the devil coming up behind you. And like I said, you have the ability to communicate. The cards tell me don't do it. Whatever, don't talk yet. Except to have good boundaries and have integrity, right? So you have strength. You have the alpha determination, that being the leader of your life, that is the King of Wands here, as you're being advised to temper your what you want to say. Yes, you want to take action. That's real clear. Cards say slow down. You want to take action. Are you pissed? It doesn't look. There's like the Knight of Swords he's very conspicuously not present. Maybe you should be angry, but I do see, you could be this Knight of Wands wanting to move fast, this doesn't hurt me and fuck you, that could be you. Yeah, it's just your idea of what makes you happy is going to change. You're still going to have security, emotional fulfillment, victory in the future. But just with that, you have this integrity of knowing who you are outside of the crowd. You've got that. I'm a land beast and you're in the water. Seven of Wands is resistance. And sometimes it's proper to have resistance. I see it as a positive in your future. I really see how this is this total self-control, powerful, rich, secure future can be yours. I'm a little concerned about the woman in the background, if that's you. But the other cards clarify that this is you. And you have everything you want. And it's kind of conventional by my standards, but that's okay. We all want different things. I'm your queer tarot reader, and I support whatever you want, as long as it's not like destroying the world to have it. Let's see what's on the bottom of this other deck. Two of Wands. This is the Lioness and the Lion. Yeah. There's like the reading of that card would be about envisioning and manifesting the world that you want. And the artist here says that she thought about this lioness envisioning, she's like, I'm always the one that does the hunting, and then he eats it. He gets the lion's share, always goes to the male lion. And so the artist envisioned that this lioness was like, this time I'm gonna get the lion's share. But I see a fire couple here, because you're showing up here as the Queen of Wands, and then the King of Wands is in your embrace. So this is a passionate couple that's quite active together. I see a union in the future. I also see you individually happy within that future. But the future self, you that has reached that happiness, that Ten of Pentacles, says, look again at what you think is your authentic happy place. Be willing to face the fact that it's not actually making you happy. Instead, it's this false truth that the devil gives you, that you're not good enough, that you can't ask for more. Whether it's at work, in your partnership, somewhere in your life, get out of your head, bring down what you know into your heart, and move in a very thoughtful, balanced way out of this sense of lack into trusting the universe has you. You're divinely supported. The Embrace says this twice, through Temperance and through the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to change in your favor, my Taurus friend. And the future looks quite bright, victorious, fulfilled, you with integrity there in the future. This is just me. The cards show you being a bit of a alpha, sword wielding, and let's just say, wouldn't normally read this, but the Emperor appears upside down on the bottom of the deck. So in a way, this gives me permission to say, try to be less of a boss in the future. From your tarot reader's perspective, you're a bit controlling, which is, Taurus. Try to let other people come forward and stand next to you in the future. This is just me. Cards don't say this. Let her sit next to you. Let her be the same size as you. Yeah. You're kind of vain. Kind of need a lot of attention. Cards are telling me, they're showing me you. It's just you, just how you are. But try to temperance, strength, temper that. Come from your heart. Be a little bit generous from your heart, my friend. Because sometimes when we're getting our heads fucked with by the devil, we can be harmful and domineering and controlling. So sort of ease up on the Emperor, that super alpha aspect of yourself. Please, for the rest of humanity. The universe has you. You're very lucky, Taurus. You're going to have everything, as Tauruses tend to. So if you can get over your devil, you can be a kinder human being. I think the cards give me permission to say that, but it's also largely my opinion of the person that is portrayed here before me. I understand why you're like that, because your head is getting screwed with by somebody or some institution. So from compassion, I say, if you're this feller, see the red bird, love her. Let her have half the lion's share with you. So learn how to share your victory. Otherwise, you have it all, but you're all alone with it. All right, that was a bonus message for you, my friend. Have a great day, Taurus.